Hello, little legends! This September, we're going to learn about God's faithfulness. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's begin.
The Pharaoh of Egypt was not a good man. He forced God's people, the Israelites, to build him great cities. Year after year, he would abuse them. No matter how hard he put them to work, they still continued to grow in numbers. One day, Pharaoh gave a horrible, evil command for his soldiers against the nation of Israel. What should we do? A family wondered. They decided to put their baby boy in a basket. They put him into the Nile River and let him float away so that he would be protected. Worried for his safety, his older sister watched from a distance as he floated down the river. As he continued, all of a sudden, the basket stopped. It was picked up by none other than Pharaoh's daughter. The baby began to cry, and Pharaoh's daughter, in shock and excitement, said, "It's an Israelite child." She kept the baby for herself. God must have given the baby's sister special wisdom because she ran to Pharaoh's daughter and said, "Should I find an Israelite woman to look after the baby for you?" "Go ahead," she responded. So the sister ran back home as quickly as possible to her mother, and together the two ran back to Pharaoh's daughter to help take care of the baby boy. Back at the river, Pharaoh's daughter said, "Nurse him for me and call him Moses." God, who saved his life, had a great future planned for baby Moses. Time passed and Moses grew up. He did not like the way the Pharaoh treated his fellow Israelites. So he left Egypt. But God's people were still slaves under Pharaoh. They prayed to God for someone to help them. Moses did not know it, but God planned to use him to help the enslaved Israelites. He ended up in a place called Midian and married a woman named Zipporah. As more years went by, the old Pharaoh died, and his son took his place. But the Hebrews were still slaves, and they prayed to God for help. God heard their prayers, and he felt bad for them. He knew just what he was going to do next. After all, God had this planned all along. After many years living outside of Egypt, one day, Moses noticed a burning bush. Moses approached it, and God called out to him from the bush. God told him, "Take off your shoes, because where you are standing is holy ground. I am going to send you back to Pharaoh and bring my people out of Egypt." But Moses was afraid to go. Then God showed Moses his great power. He turned his staff into a serpent. Moses packed his things and family and went back to Egypt. Bravely, Moses and his brother Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go." But the new Pharaoh, the brother he grew up with, said he would not obey Moses' God. God would have to use his great power to change Pharaoh's mind.
Our power verse for today is 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 3. The Lord is faithful. He will give you strength and protect you.
Little legends, it's time that we start. We've got a Bible story for you and really cool art. Little legends, you got special plan. So open up the Bible and you'll understand.